Hey everyone, Delphi Group here with the UOA weekly recap. And yeah, what can we say? Our UOA channel continues to deliver for our community. And this week we had some really cool things happen that we'll get into that really show how we use the Delphi signal with the UOA, which when that happens, the trades are usually very powerful. And then also how else we use the UOA that comes through. Okay, so let's dive into it. We started off the week. We had some SPY UOA calls come through. Now we've been net short since the beginning of the year, and we did close a lot of our short positions recently, which we'll get into on the weekly trading recap. But it was not a surprise to us to start to see calls come through, especially in the indexes. And you can see here, somebody came in, they bought these SPY 514 calls with the SPY under 511. Now, this was at the end of the day, okay? I believe this was about 30 minutes to close. So they came in, they bought these for 250, about 1.4 million worth. Again, this is what we do here. Nobody does this anywhere. Okay, we were actually looking. You can see what we wrote here. Looking for UOA like this after today. Okay, so you can see we started looking for calls, and this is when the SPY was under 511, and as of Friday, the SPY is about 40 or 50 points higher. Okay, so it was a big up week in the markets, but again, we were looking for this. Okay, so what did these do? No words here, but just a complete explosion higher, right? Again, we posted these UOAs at 250. They got as high as $15. You can see they came in. Again, these were at the end of the day. This is a minute chart. And you can see they came in and bought these towards the end of the day. And then the next day they hit $15. So again, just a complete explosion higher. And the UOA channel just continues to deliver. Okay. So moving on, we're going to get into the Delphi room here to kind of show you what happens when UOA comes in, why we take it, and especially if it's backed up by a Delphi signal, buy or sell. Okay. So here we are, we're in our Delphi room. We are in our UOA channel. Now, this was very interesting what happened on the 24th. Okay. We started seeing AI, the stock AI calls started to be bought. Okay. Early in the morning, you can see here, they bought these 22 calls for 5.2. They bought these at roughly 40 cents. We did trade these, which we'll show you. Okay. Then, later, not too much later, they came in, they bought more AI calls. You could see they started buying these calls. Again, throughout the day, they came in, they bought these 20 and a half calls. Then they bought these 20 calls. Okay. You can see, some of these are very big numbers, 40,000 twice. Okay. Look at these numbers, 4.5 million, 13 million, roughly 17 million in these two alone. Okay. So this really caught our eye. Okay. And again, they could see they bought more down here, roughly 20,000 twice. Okay. They bought these 20s and 22 and a halves again for 5.2. Okay. So, this caught our eye, and what we do when we look at the UOA is we go to the chart. Okay. So we went to the chart. We posted this in our charts channel in the Delphi room. Okay. AI trying to break out. We were looking for this level. We were looking for a breakout here to maybe move higher up to the 24 region at first. Okay. So we liked this setup and we were waiting for the breakout. Okay. We didn't take the UOA at 40 cents. Again, because why? Because we're waiting for the breakout. We can see what happened here on the chart. This level, it tried to break out several times and never happened. Okay, so that's kind of why we were waiting for that breakout. Okay, we did not get in the UOA at 40 cents, but we did take the trade at 50 cents. Okay, so you can see here, again, this was posted in our channel, our trade channel. Okay, AI 5222 call, 50 cents following UOA and bullish breakout. Okay, so you can see we took that trade looking at the chart, looking at the setup, and we have already taken profits at over a double. You can see here, last trim on AI 105, leaving runners for a $24 exit. So we are still in this trade for the next couple days to see what happens. But you can see how the UOA translates to a chart, which then translates to a winning trade for us. Okay, so this was a great example. Okay, and then here it is again, just for a visual on the chart. We got in here at 50 cents and we started to scale out 105. Okay, so already cashed out there for over 100% gains. Okay, now the other thing that happens, now this doesn't happen a lot, but the other thing that does happen, and when it does happen, this is extremely powerful, is when we get a Delphi signal buy or sell, which then matches up with UOA. Okay, so here we are. This is a look in on the Delphi signal here. You can see. And on this day, what was very interesting on the 22nd, okay, we had not only GLD, which we'll get to, but you can see our list was loaded with sell signals on different gold products. Okay, AAU is a gold product, SGOL is a gold product, IAU is a gold stock, GLL, the only long buy signal, that is an inversely related gold product. It's a bearish gold product. So when gold goes down, this goes up. Okay, you can notice it's the only buy signal on here, except for DVA, which is not a gold stock. But then we had GLD, another sell signal, OUNZ, another sell signal, again, EMLC. Again, all these are, you're looking at, are gold products, which all were sell signals on the Delphi list. Okay, so this, again, is why the Delphi signal is very powerful. Okay, when you start to see heavily skewed one way or another, and it can even be in the industry, okay, or the sector, in this case, gold, right? So this was a huge alert to us. And again, when we looked at the GLD chart, okay, it was screaming a sell signal. Okay, now the sell signal actually hit around 315. Okay, but even at 311, you know, we can see here when we go to the chart. Okay, again, this is, we posted this in the Delphi charts channel, which is why that channel is very important. But we can see here, we posted first engulfing candle on the GLD since the last dump. Okay, and we highlighted that here, and we showed what happened on that candle. Okay, and again, GLD here was trading near 315. So we posted this in the channel for the charts that we have. And then, you know, we like the setup. So we posted a trade here. This trade was posted in the chat because, you know, GLD was moving. So here you see we posted following this GLD UOA 155 at 155. And again, here is the UOA. You can see here they bought the GLD 428. The same week puts 306. Okay, and look where GLD was trading at 315, right around the same time that we got the sell signal on the Delphi signal. Okay, so you can see they bought the 306, 315, They bought these at 156. We got them at 155. Okay. So again, and then we posted here, we'll post in the non-signal trade channel. So we did post it twice. And then if we look to see here again on the chart, why we like the setup, we had the Delphi sell signal at $315. And then we set our profit levels, and look at that. Literally the next day, it hit our second profit level for runners. Okay. So again, this is why we said it last week too on the weekly trading recap. When you get a Delphi signal, buy or sell, they usually hit in a day or two or three. Okay. That's pretty much the window. Okay. That you're going to cash out within 1 to 3 days. And again, you can see here what happened, right? These got under 300. Okay, from 315 in 1 day. So what did these do for our community? Well, look what these did, right? Complete rocket ship higher. UOA and trade posted at 156. Look at where they got to, a high of 650. And that was overnight, okay? So we entered the trade. We crushed this trade for our community thanks to the combination of the Delphi signal and the UOA. Okay. So again, this is what we do here. Nobody does what we do. We explained this last week, why nobody does what we do here, especially when it comes to our UOA channel. So that's it from us. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and look for the weekly trading recap. We crushed another week. So we will be putting that out again. And as always, please follow us, subscribe. Tell who you know who trades out there that we are here to help everyone out there to become a profitable trader. Thank you and have a good day.